How's it going, everybody? Thanks for taking a couple minutes to check out my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of a wireless bridge. And I got to be honest with you, when I first was asked to do a review on this, I didn't even know what it was, and I was going to ignore it. But then I actually looked up what a wireless bridge is, and then I thought I can use this thing. So I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing, check out what's inside the package here, and I'll do a brief explanation right now what it is. This is basically something that can transmit internet over a distance wirelessly. And when I found that out, I thought this is going to be really cool because I have a shed right now that I would love to have internet in. And if I build my new house, I'm definitely going to have a garage that I can shoot internet to. So, and I'm pretty technologically inept, I should say. So if I can do this, I would say that almost anybody could do this. I purchased this separately. Sorry for bumping the camera. I purchased this separately. This is a wireless modem or whatever, wireless router. And I'm going to try to hook this up too in my shed. So I'm going to quickly unbox this, and then I'm going to do just a basic setup, like a hardwire setup right inside my house before I try to do anything to make sure I can get the thing to function correctly. And then I will set it up outside and hopefully have internet in my outbuilding. I'll put links to this in my description below. It's sold on Amazon. I believe it's right around $200. The brand is ULNA, ULNA. So we have two antennas basically, and from what I understand, one's going to be a master and one's a slave. So one's going to get mounted and we'll have a direct hookup to the internet in my house, and then it's going to transmit the internet to my outbuilding. What else do we have in here? We have a couple Ethernet cables. I'm sure these are attachment devices. One plug-in for the power to go to them. I'm sure these are some kind of mounting brackets right here. My next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to get these hooked up straight to my router inside my house, and I'm going to actually try to just transmit it inside my house first. All right, before I get back into this, I want to say like two things. When I first hooked this up, it was really easy. I mean, I plugged in a few wires, I followed the directions, and I paired the two antennas together. And I did all that, and even with the hooking up the wireless router, the directions there were really simple. The setup was really, it was easy for real. But the mounting systems, they're pretty easy too. They provide one longer screw to put the metal bracket in it if you want to mount it like on a post or like a wall or something. They also provide so a couple hose clamps if you want to put it to a pool. There's a slot right here that you could mount this on a pool as well, but I've got these on here and I'll be mounting this to a wall. These are just the back covers that'll go back on once I mount it. So I'm going to take you over and show you how I hook this thing up just for temporary, and then we'll come back and run a speed test. So far, every speed test that I have run on this wireless bridge hooked up to that new router, the upload speed it's been significantly faster. I'm not sure. I'm going to run one here and I'm going to try to video it right on the screen, and we'll see how that goes. There's the one that's called the slave antenna hooked to my router. I'll show you that in a second. The one thing you will need, and I just happen to have a 50-foot extra Ethernet cable for when I was trying to run some internet to another place. That didn't work too well. It has to be Cat 5e or higher, which this is. So you will probably need a couple longer Ethernet cables to get power to your antennas and to get this mounted outside. But just for right here, these purposes, basically plug this in. There's a PoE attachment down here. I plug that in. That's for the power source coming up to the antenna. I plug both of these in with the power on first, just with the power cord in first and not the Ethernet cable. And I pointed them at each other and paired them up. So they both have to be on the same code. There's a little switch right above this LED light That changes it from A to B. A is the master and B is the slave. There's a little code right here. So you slide it to the right for whichever one you want to be hooked directly to your internet. So once they are plugged in, I pointed them at each other, gave them a few minutes to pair up, and then I just plugged in the Ethernet cable here. It doesn't matter which side you plug these in either. Plugged in my Ethernet cable here to my router. So they are pointed at each other. And they're only about 15 feet away. I guess they'll work with the clear line of sight. They'd work up to like 3 miles away. These are plugged in back here. That's on 3, and you see the little dot up there onto the upper left of the 3. That's indicating the slave antenna. And the white cord is going to the power again. The black cord is coming to my wireless router. And this is like the cheapest wireless router that's on Amazon. But I plugged all this in, and I mean, and it worked. So I'm gonna go to my computer here and try to run a couple speed tests. Okay, so this is a first for me too. I'm trying to record myself and trying to record what's going on my screen. Right up here is my internet right here, and I have 2 different choices, preferred networks. The new one is Turtle, and that's not, well, I think our internet here is, the upload is pretty fast, but the download is pretty fast and the upload is a little bit slow. The main one that comes in is this one right here, HITRON. I'm going to check the speed on this one first. I hope I am. Alright, I selected that one. Good to go. Let's go here, internet, speedtest.net. It'll check the download first. I mean, that's what we use it mostly for. I mean, our internet here mostly for just browsing the internet, watching movies and stuff like that, YouTube. Okay, I got 78.37 megabytes per second for the download, and the upload looks like it's going to be around 10. .73. So I'm going to shut this down and switch my router to Turtle. Back on here, speedtest.net. So the first one was like 72 and change. I don't know, maybe I'm going to eat my words here. At least it's kicking up there now. Now it's only showing 44 on that one. I might do a second test and see how it goes. And the upload is showing a little slower. So I mean, this is the first time I've checked it like this and it's gone slower. I guess maybe I named it correctly. I'm going to try it one more time here. Okay, now it's going faster than, at least it's, okay. This is what it was like most of the time right here. So this one's showing 87.72. I don't know why the first one came up so slow. Every other time I did it, the new router was showing close to 90. And the upload is pretty slow here. Regardless, I mean, it's still functioning, and most of the time this is outperforming my other router. I'm actually considering buying another external router to plug into the router that the cable company provided, because it's just a lot faster. Okay, so now I'm going to take these two antennas, mount that one on my shed, and mount that one outside. Hopefully get everything reconnected and have internet out in my outbuilding. All right, so I got my master antenna mounted to a 4x4 here, and I got all the lights on over here, and I got my power cord here and the internet cord. I let them pair together. Got my trusty laptop here to see how things are going to work. I got my slave antenna right here, same deal. Got my wireless router here, covered in sawdust. But we're gonna see if I get internet connection out here. All right, let's hope for the best here. Go here and switch over from my inside internet to Turtle internet. See if we can log on to the speed test here again. And there we go. It's like I'm gonna crack 90. I mean, inside my house on my regular internet, I'm lucky to get 72 on my speed test. I got 92.95 megabytes per second download. And upload, looks like it's gonna be close to 9, 8 or 9, I don't know. I guess not. Well, that's a little slower, but the download, man, that's pretty good. I mean, it's working. It's awesome. All right, my final take on this product. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. It works awesome, and it's easy to hook up, and it's got a bunch of different applications. So if you need to run internet to a separate building, an outbuilding, a workshop, whatever, and you don't want to run a bunch of cables underground or whatever, or it's a pretty long distance, as long as you got line of sight, you can send internet with one of these things. Easy to hook up, easy to install, even for a novice tech guy like me. So I'm going to leave a link for this actual router in the description. So, I mean, it works. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you got any useful information out of it, leave me a comment, quick thumbs up, or if you have any questions on the installation, let me know. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you all have a blessed day, and stay safe, everybody.